Are you a new agent? An agent who's looking to do more deals this year? Are you confused on where to start? Everyone's giving you all of this information, but you just want to make some money. I have a simple plan that you can follow, that you can execute. In 2020, I decided to leave my partner, who was the breadwinner, and become, I hate this word, a single mom, a one-income household, and that's a lot of pressure. If you have had this feeling, knowing that someone else was splitting bills with you or taking care of all of your bills, going out on your own is so scary. I thought to myself, okay, I'm a 38-year-old woman and I haven't worked in a corporate job. Who's gonna hire me where I can replace the income that I was receiving and actually be able to take care of my family? In what industry could I actually do that in? The only thing I could think of was real estate. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no other industry where you could go without a huge college degree, without 20 years of experience, and in your first year make $500,000. Yes, you heard me right. Your first year, you can make $500,000. How do I know? Because I did it. And I'm gonna share with you today the simple schedule that I followed throughout that first year in real estate that helped me to achieve that income. And I hope that sharing this with you will help you to be able to achieve it so that you and your family could benefit from what you're about to do this year. Now, anyone besides me have a little bit of ADHD? Maybe when you hear that word schedule, you're like, oh God, what am I back in high school? Do I have to wait for the bell to ring? Try not to think of it that way. Actually sticking with your schedule, instead of feeling like it limits you, it actually creates freedom for you. Hear me out on this. If you get what you need to get done in the time that you've allotted yourself to do it, you have the time that you've allotted to be free to actually be free. What do you hear from most agents? They work weekends, they work nights, they leave family gatherings to go answer phone calls, to go show homes, but not you. If you follow this schedule that I am about to share with you, you will not be at the whim of every buyer and seller that calls you. You will be in control of your business so that you no longer have to be that agent that runs around serving other people. And at the end of the day, isn't freedom what we're after? Financial freedom, time freedom, and location freedom. That's what we all really want, right? So here's the schedule. The first thing you're gonna do, and guys, remember that this is your first year, this is your grind year. This is your year when no one knows who you are, you don't have a reputation. This is your year to really make it for yourself. This is not gonna be your entire career. 5:30 a.m., 5 a.m., anything that has a 5 in front of it, you're gonna wake up and you're gonna move your body. If you were like me and you couldn't afford the gym, go outside and go for a run or go for a walk. Go for whatever you're capable of doing for at least 35, 45 minutes is ideal. The reason why you wanna do that is because you need to get your blood flowing. You're about to perform. Athletes, before they play, they always practice. You need to get yourself prepped and moving. After that, you're gonna, shower, meditate, read from a book, whatever you guys like to do. But 7 a.m., you're gonna be at your desk and I'm gonna have you writing out your scripts. Keep in mind, you're a brand new agent, so you don't really know what to say and how to say it, because you need your recipe for success. If you don't already have scripts that you love, some excellent resources would be, you can go through Aaron Novello, you can connect with me. Either one of us are elite real estate coaches, and we have scripts available that you can use. So you're gonna wanna start with the source that you're going to call. If your personality is, you're a driver, you're straight to the point, I'm a driver, you're gonna wanna call expireds. Expireds are low-hanging fruit. Expireds are people who tried to sell their home but failed the first time they were on the market. So they've already raised their hand. These people have said, hey, I wanna sell my home. That could be your first source for you to learn is the expired script, and that could be the first group of people that you call. Another group of people that have had great success for a lot of our coaching clients, if maybe your personality is more amiable, maybe you don't really like a lot of conflict and you feel more comfortable working as a team and being gentle and soft with people, for sale by owners are an excellent first source for you to learn. And I have an excellent script for sale by owners. Reach out to me, I'm happy to share it with you. They're typically not gonna argue with you as much. That would be a great script for you to start writing out. Again, we're talking about 7 a.m. script writing. You're gonna write your scripts for 30 minutes. In those 30 minutes, the more you get to know your scripts, the better you get at it, the more times you'll be able to write it out. Towards the end of my first year, I was writing out the expired script 5 times in 30 minutes because I knew it by heart. You know, it was as fast as my little hand could write. 7:30. Remember we talked earlier about practicing before you play? Who's the best basketball player in the world? Black Mamba. He died in the plane crash. I can't recall his name, but you guys all know him. Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant was known for being in the gym before everyone else. He always practiced before he played. So you want to become the Kobe Bryant of real estate, right? You're going to practice before you play. How do we do this? With this fun, odd, yet fun thing called role play. At 7:30 a.m., you are gonna have a role play partner that you call Monday through Friday, and you practice your script with that person. If your role play partner never criticizes you, never gives you feedback, you have the wrong role play partner. No matter how good you are, no matter how experienced you are, a good role play partner is always gonna give you feedback to help you grow, tips to help you overcome more objections. Sometimes they'll tell you that your tone needs to improve. Sometimes they'll give you ideas on which way to ask a certain question. If you don't have a great role play group, the Elite Builders, we have one you can join when you partner with us. It is free. No matter how good you think you are, there is always someone better than you. I remember Aaron sharing with me, and I thought he was still in production, and I think he's the god of real estate, right? Nobody could be better than Aaron Novello. And he said, no, I role play with Neil Weichel. What am I gonna ask you to do at 7:45? I am going to ask you to get on your headset, log into your dialer, and to get to work making your phone calls. Every day I get asked, what is the best dialer? There are hundreds of different platforms out there that can all give you access to expired leads, for sale by owner leads, probate leads. If you want to get access to my preferred dialer, it's Vulcan 7. You can use my name for a discount, Jessica Nelson, and I would upgrade if I were you to the neighborhood search and to a triple line dialer. And the reason why you want to do the neighborhood search is so that you can add on just sold and just listed calls around your listings when you get them. The human brain can only focus on 90 minutes on average and 2 hours at the very most. What you're gonna wanna do is get on the phone and make 25 contacts. So everyone does this differently. I will have in my dialer 25 people that I get through in an hour and a half. And if you haven't gotten through 25 people in an hour and a half, then either you're going too slowly or you're spending too much time talking to people. Either way, you should be able to get through 25 different leads in an hour and a half. By 9:30, 10 o'clock, you're gonna get up from your desk, you're gonna go outside, and you're gonna take a walk. You wanna go outside for a walk because you need fresh air. You've just spent a lot of time having very intense conversations. Go move your body, go see some nature, get some fresh air. It totally changes the energy and the vibe, and you need to kind of let go of some of that negative energy that we can sometimes take on when cold calling. And then you're gonna get back on the phones for your second session. This second session is the difference between having a good year and having an excellent year. If you're looking to make $500,000 to $1 million a year, you definitely wanna add on the second session of calling. And I'm gonna tell you 2 reasons why. The first reason is generally we only set 1 appointment in the first session. And you definitely wanna set yourself up for success, right? Because if you only have 1 appointment and that one person isn't too motivated, well, you didn't really have success today, right? So you wanna have 2 opportunities for success. That's why you want a second session. The other reason is your competition tends to stop calling. You have more opportunity to speak to more people because less people are on the phones. So that second session is really where the money is. If you want to be a big producer, do not give up on that second calling session. So you're going to do that again for another hour and a half, 2 hours. At this point, you should have physically spoken to and asked someone for business at least 30 times. You should be able to get through 30 contacts in 4 hours, especially if you're using a triple line dialer. All right, so lunch. You're gonna have a 30-minute lunch. You can do this with your colleagues, go out and meet friends, you can go out and meet your lenders. No more than 1 hour. Really, you should be spending 30 minutes with them. After that, I'm gonna ask you to write scripts. Again, why are we writing scripts a second time in one day? Okay, let's think about this. You wrote out the script you were gonna call in the morning. You called those people in the morning and you did what? You set appointments, right? So now that you've set appointments, you're gonna go on a listing presentation. So in order to prepare for your listing presentation, you are gonna spend about an hour writing out your listing presentation. So that should take you about an hour. You should also be writing out your pre-qual script. You know, I did about 30 days pre-qual, 30 days listing presentation, and I would switch it up, so I was always keeping myself fresh. Both of those scripts are gonna take you about an hour. So no matter which you write out, make sure you have a full hour. So now it's 1:30. You are preparing to go on your listing appointments. You are getting all of your materials together. You're gonna have your filled out listing agreement. I personally do it all via DocuSign. It's all sent to them before we even get there. But you wanna have all of your stuff ready. And at 1:30, you're gonna start heading out to your listing appointment. I only do listing appointments at 2 times of day, Monday through Friday, 3 o'clock and 5 o'clock. Remember when I told you that I was a single mother? I am done with my day by 6 o'clock every day because I wanna be at volleyball. I wanna be at cheerleading. I'm gonna take my daughter to golf. I'm gonna take my daughter to softball, and I am a part of her life. I am not an agent who runs around every time the phone rings. You are gonna set your appointments at 3 o'clock and 5 o'clock, and you are gonna keep them to an hour or under. And I know what you're thinking, well, how do you do that? What if they wanna meet at 6? If this person is really motivated about selling their home, and you've done a good enough job connecting with them, they're gonna meet with you at the time that is good for you. A respected professional has a schedule that they stick to, and other people get into their schedule. You don't arrange your schedule for them. And you know what, guys? You being brand new, you really have to stick to this because it makes you seem much more professional and experienced than perhaps you really are. You're gonna get your people into your 3 o'clock and your 5 o'clock appointments. And you're gonna keep them to 1 hour because you have done what? You have prepared. You have fully pre-qualified them while you were setting the appointment. Your assistant has called them to confirm the appointment so they haven't canceled on you. You've written out your listing presentation so you know exactly what to say and how to say it, and you don't let them get you off track, and you're able to keep that appointment under an hour. If it's longer than 1 hour, you know what typically happens? You're taking a listing at a price that's too high for a commission that's too low. So by 6:30 or 6, no later than 6:30, depending on how far you had to drive from your appointment, you should be home and enjoying life with your children or your husband or wife. I hope that you've enjoyed this schedule of $500,000 producer. Did I talk to you about opening up doors? No. Did I talk to you about putting signs on properties? No. Did I talk to you about putting lock boxes up, going to photos, going to closings? No. A $500,000 producer does not do any of those things. So I barely knew anyone when I moved to Texas, and people always ask me, well, how did you find all these people? I'm gonna tell you, I found them on Facebook. ISO, Supra Lockbox Coordinator. I went on Facebook and I found all of these people willing to do these tasks and glad to do them, because some people are looking for cash jobs right now. And other than that, I also have TCs. You need a TC if you're gonna do this type of volume. You will never meet someone making $500,000 or more who does not have a TC. A TC equals wealthy. So do you wanna be wealthy? Hire a TC. Well, if you guys have any questions for me, go ahead and reach out to the number on the screen. For more tips and tricks to become a high volume producer, even as a single mother, go ahead and like and subscribe to my YouTube channel.